There is a whole new twist to this case with the CCTV tape that has emerged. A short while ago, we showed you how the girl along with her friend had entered into a brawl just outside of that Oyo hotel that they had booked, and this is the latest CCTV tape that has just emerged, the fourth tape that has been accessed by Republic. We're trying to ascertain details of what this tape is establishing. So in this tape, four men can be seen talking to Nidhi outside the hotel at about 1:03 a.m. This is a little before the brawl, where four men can be seen talking to the victim's friend outside the hotel. So quickly putting down the sequence of events of what we know so far. At close to 1:03 a.m. is when four men are seen talking to the victim's friend outside the hotel, where both of them were booked, the victim and her friend. Few minutes after, the victim came outside, and on camera, both of them were seen entering into a brawl. Of course, the police has recorded the statement of the hotel staff and also the victim's friend, who said that she fled from the spot when the accident happened because she was scared for herself. But you see in those pictures, the victim's friend can be clearly seen talking to four other men. Who are these men? Are they the accused, or some of them who are those who've been accused? We don't know yet. That confirmation has not come in. But this is certainly established on camera that victim's friend was talking to four other men. Who were these men? Were they also living in that hotel? Were they men that only the victim's friend knew, or the victim also knew them? When they came outside, what was being discussed? Shivangi, I want to come to you over this new CCTV tape that Republic has just been able to access, because really these tapes that are quite helping join the dots. A whole new twist that has emerged in this case with the previous CCTV footage of the victim entering into a brawl with her friend, and then both of them sat on that scooty and left until the accident happened. Now, this is a few moments before that, where the victim's friend is seen on camera talking to four men. Who were these men?
Right. Well, Suesha, our viewers can watch exclusive visuals very carefully. If you watch exclusive visuals, you can see how multiple men, four men are, they are talking to the other girl, not the victim, but the friend. Now, that is 1:03 a.m. And when did the brawl happen? 1:16 a.m. 1:16 a.m. And one more thing, I mean, you're raising very natural questions, and these questions need to be investigated. Remember that some men were already detained. Now, these men were present in that hotel and they were detained, they were questioned by the police. And we know that there are 5 people accused in this case. Now, there are 4 men in that CCTV footage. So the questions you are raising, and these questions have to be investigated. More clarity needs to come from the officials on who were these men. Now, of course, we are seeing that the mortal remains of the victim that were handed over after the post-mortem. The post-mortem very clearly saying that there was no sexual assault. The family members had alleged sexual assault. That has been ruled out right now. The family members were also saying that they need more justice. Of course, we'll wait for what the family members will say, because Piyush, our correspondent, was telling us that the family members are yet to react, because earlier they did claim it's sexual assault, it's a brutal murder. So a lot of questions being raised right now. What was the role of a friend? Why did the brawl take place? What were they doing inside that hotel? Were they there to celebrate New Year's? Usually on New Year's Eve, a lot of youngsters do go out, they want to celebrate New Year's. So was that the reason why they were there? What happened? What led to the brawl? And did the brawl have any kind of link to what happened with the victim? Remember that her friend's role, and we're telling our viewers this also right now, her friend's role has come into focus for 2 reasons. Number one, they both were together Number two, they had a fight. Number three, now this footage of viewers are seeing the victim's friend is talking to a few men, and after that, around 10 minutes after that, they had a fight and then they had a brawl. So a lot of questions being raised right now. Also, Suesha, when we talk about the friend, now we had come to know, and there was sources have told us that the friend did not even call the cops when the victim's scooty collided with the vehicle. The friend fled from the spot.
Right.
Not only did she not
Shivangi, Tanisha is also with us. She's been able to access this video. I believe she has more details of what the police has to say about this fourth tape that Republic is now putting out on our screens. Tanisha, can you describe the sequence of events, how the police is piecing together what had happened, and who are these men? Have they been identified? What was the sequence of events in terms of the victim and her friend coming out? When did the brawl happen? When did the men go and talk to the victim's friend? What had happened?
Right, Suesha, let us get this sequentially now. Number one, what we know so far, we know that the two girls had come here, the victim and her friend, they had registered themselves in the Oyo Hotel at room number 104. Another thing that we know, and this is coming in from a very close sources, in fact, the receptionist had to say this, that there were few men who had visited Nidhi and the victim and her friend in the very hotel room. This is number two. Number three, what we know so far is there was a brawl that happened between the victim and her friend. And that is when the manager of the hotel had to intervene, and then they had come out on road and they had started fighting again. Now what is being seen in the CCTV visuals is, I would like my director to show the visuals full frame and keep me on one side so that I can show you the sequence of events that's taken place. Number one, the CCTV that you're seeing right now on your screens is from this angle. This very angle to the opposite area. Opposite is where the hotel is. So the CCTV is captured from the opposite lane. Another angle of CCTV which was not discovered by the cops. So we are the first channel to break the CCTV for you. Now from the opposite angle, it can be seen that is from the right hand side of the Oyo. There are four men that are coming in. Two from this lane that you see beside the hotel. This is one lane where you see that there are four men who are coming, two from beside the hotel, which is this lane, and the two are coming from the main road. All of them are without a car. They might have parked their car somewhere inside this lane where there are no CCTV footages, remember. And soon after that, the four men gather at this spot. They move towards the main lane where the hotel is. The red balloons that you see on your hotel, that is where Nidhi and her friend were spotted. They come here, they meet Nidhi, and it can be clearly seen in the CCTV visuals on the top hand side, where the four men behind the tempo go and meet the victim's friend. They meet her, and soon after that, it was a short 10-second, 15-second talk, and soon after that, Nidhi in her scooty, she sits in that blue color scooty and she rides to a destination we do not know where she had left for. And the timing at us is around 1:03 a.m. in the morning, and the brawl CCTV that we have is of 1:16 a.m. in the morning. So these 13 minutes, 1:03 is when she met the four men. This could also be the four men who visited her inside the hotel room. And 1:16 is when the brawl happened. So in these 13 minutes, what actually transpired remains the question, because we have been continuously saying that Nidhi is the person, the friend is the person who can tumble out more skeletons in the case, because remember, she is the one who knows what happened during the wee hours of 1st of January. Suesha.
Tanisha, also help us understand what are the chances that the five accused at this point could be the men at this Oyo facility, or they probably knew the men at this Oyo facility. Is there a chance that the victim's friend knew these men? Is there any connection?
I'll get you two viewpoints, Suesha. Number one is coming in from our sources, where our sources have said that there is a possibility. We are not confirming, we are not vouching for the credibility of this news. However, there is a possibility of the accused knowing the girl beforehand, knowing the victim beforehand. However, this is not clear yet. It is all coming in from the sources. However, when we talk about the area here, we have personally went on and scanned every CCTV footage that is near this very hotel where her friend and the victim were spotted. However, no Baleno car has been spotted so far. No Baleno car in a grey color has been spotted so far. So it is very unlikely. Now, if we talk about the real incidents, the timing of when the incidents took place, it is highly unlikely that the accused might have come here in their own Baleno and visited the girl inside this hotel room, because like I said, there are thin lanes everywhere around here. The boys could have parked their car anywhere where there is no CCTV footage, remember, because when we are talking about the footages here, most of the cameras, because you see there is one camera there. There is one camera there which is focusing on opposite side. Another camera that I would like my camera person to show is right at Bansal Plywood is what we're getting to know. This is the CCTV footage that the cops have scanned, exact CCTV footage, and there are many more CCTV footages like this in the same area, but most of them are not working, especially because it was the New Year's time, it was 31st and 1st, and most of them had shut their shops, hence shutting the CCTV visuals. So we are trying to get inside those CCTV visuals where nobody has, and this is one CCTV visuals which we could access from opposite side of where the hotel is, which clearly shows that there were 4 men approaching Nidhi, that is the victim's friend. They had a word with her. That was around just 15 minutes before the brawl between the victim and the girl started. Suesha.